So just out of curiosity, who owns the Detroit Red Wings?
Let me just type it in, and the Arizona Coyotes. No, at some point here, I'm going to get an intro that doesn't take 40 seconds to complete, but you know what? It's fine for now, because Yotes win 4-1 instead of 4-0, which kind of sucks, but it's fine, because we won against the Detroit Red Wings. So we get into the first period, and Keller goes down for a penalty, and that means that we have to play shorthanded. And I say we because, as you can clearly see, this is a contract I've decided. It is to state that I am a member of the Arizona Coyotes, so everyone can shut up. I'm allowed to say we. So anyway, Cooley gets a shorthanded break. He takes it down to the Detroit Red Wings net. He does a nifty backhand move, puts a 5-hole on Lion, and scores the first goal of the game shorthanded. And then to follow all of this up, Detroit gets a penalty. We get a whole couple of chances on this one. One goes wide, the other rings off the post. It's not great, but hey, we're up by one. Who cares? Then a one-timer for Detroit is stopped by Ingram, who stretches out the leg. Ow. And I'm going to try and do this without falling, like the last Detroit video. It's going to be great. It's not going well. He stops it with the toe. It wasn't the pad, it was the toe. And yes, the socks are on inside out. Okay, okay, we're good now. I won't fall. He saves the goal from going in. Leonard, who was a call-up from Tucson, he's in this game. I believe this is his first taste of the NHL. He gets a breakaway. He puts a shot on. Lion stops it. Penalty goes to Arizona. Killed it off. Then Kesselring goes to the box. That one doesn't get killed off. Raymond ends up scoring. And now the game is tied. We get into the second period. There's a shot from the point. This is a bit into the period, just so you know. Shot from the point. It hits Carcone. You know I have to do it. Garceau tips it into the back of the net. We're up by one again. Ow. Tensions rise a bit. There's a bit of a scrum in front of Lions' net. There was a whole situation. It looked like one of the Coyotes players basically dummied the defense for the Detroit Red Wings. I have no idea what happened because I had a friend. I used to go to a college that specialized in theater stuff, which is why I feel like, oh yes, I'm totally qualified to do this. But he's doing a thing where he needed to figure out how to act drunk because he's never been drunk in his life. And apparently he asked me, the last time I was drunk was February? 2 years ago? So while I'm explaining to someone else how to be drunk, the drunk guys at this game are hooting and hollering because there's a bunch of fighting going on the ice. Anyway, we get into the third period, and I just want to highlight a very interesting defensive system that I really love. That, you know, it's kind of a once in a moment sort of, yeah, it kind of just happens situationally. 4 Coyotes, 1 Red Wing. That's what we have. We got 4 Coyotes closing in on the 1 Red Wing. Red Wing has to shoot it because he's got nothing else to do. He's surrounded by 4 Coyotes. He shoots it, and a little after this play, which I didn't happen to get a screenshot. It's not even a screenshot. But anyway, I couldn't get a picture of it. One of the Coyotes defensemen bodies that Red Wing. Get away from that. The third goal of the game for the Coyotes is scored. Schmaltz has the puck behind the net, Lions' net, and he kind of, behind the back, he kind of kicks it, or I shouldn't really say kick, he passes it back into the slot where Bjugstad's standing there. He rips it home because no one was watching him. The slot was wide open. Bjugstad gets the puck. Bjugstad puts it home. Keller will score an empty net goal to finish the game, and that's how it'll end. I knew I should have let the headache pill kick in first. Dang it. So that's the game, and to really wrap it all up, because I don't want to spend too much time on it, obviously we're not getting into the playoffs. It's kind of a moot point at this point. They'd have to have like a very drastic miracle to be able to even touch the playoffs. But, you know, it's kind of the way the news goes. We do have an update in regards to the arena? We've got a bit of an update on the arena situation. There's a lot in North Phoenix that the Coyotes are eligible to put their bid on. And before everyone comes out and says, yeah, now they gotta compete with all the other billionaires and it's a whole flooding situation in a desert. Here's the thing that I have come to find out about the slot of land. To make a bid on it, it's not just having the money. You can have the money and you can bid on something and not do anything with it. It just sits there collecting dust. What this bid entails is you're bidding both with money and with, I'm going to call it Shark Tank. You're bidding with the Shark Tank. In that you have to have the money, but you also have to propose a better plan than your competitors as to what's going to happen with this land. And I think the Coyotes have a good basis into getting this land. Because they were already the Phoenix Coyotes. They could go back to becoming the Phoenix Coyotes. They're going to be in a position where most likely they'll have better traffic in getting to the game instead of everyone bottlenecking in some suburb. Glendale, looking at you. To add, there's also jobs. There's the jobs to, make the arena. There's the jobs once the arena is completed. You need vendors. You need ushers. You need all the background stuff that you would find in an arena. There's a lot of jobs that people don't look at when it comes to arenas. There's the community impact of, I believe it's not just going to be a Coyotes home. It's also going to be like a district where people in the community can go and have fun, like they might have public skating or whatnot. I don't know how close it resembles to the proposed Calgary deal that's happening. That's kind of what I'm basing it on, just a bit, because I don't know as much about the Coyotes as I do about Calgary, because, again, Albertan. And I see it as an absolute win for the Coyotes. I think they're going to get it. If they don't, it looks like they've got some other options down the pipeline, just in case this doesn't work out, because they kind of have to be prepared because of looking at Tempe. But another thing I want to mention, because I don't think it gets mentioned enough, there is another YouTuber who's actually from Arizona. His name is the Arizona Sports Guy on YouTube. And he mentioned what happened in Glendale that everyone gets wrong. And I'm saying this because I know for the most part my fan base, which is like not many, unless I talk about the Leafs and then it's stupid high. But anyway, a lot of people don't understand what actually happened in Glendale. I'm one of them. I'm in Alberta. I don't get the news from Arizona. So what happened was Glendale and the Coyotes were in conversation about having a deal. Now, the Coyotes playing in Glendale was a money loss because it was really hard to get to, basically, is what I'm kind of realizing. It was a hard location to get to. Obviously, it was a full-size arena, but it doesn't matter if you can't get people to the arena, because then it's not making money. Plus, you have to pay all the utilities and everything on top of it. And then there's the whole rent situation and whatnot that everyone thinks is what happens. What really happened is Glendale wanted the Coyotes to commit to a 10 to 12-year deal where they stayed in Glendale, knowing that the Coyotes were losing money staying there, and the Coyotes refused, rightfully so. So Glendale terminated the contract, effective basically immediately after the season was done. Coyotes had to scramble for something, which was the Mullet Arena. And then Glendale decided that what they were going to do, they were going to spin it to look like the Coyotes didn't pay their rent. That's the full story. The story that everyone gets, because that's the way the news goes, is Arizona couldn't pay rent. And it has nothing to do with that. But at the very least, now we've got some updates and some good news to look forward to in regards to everything as far as staying in Arizona is concerned. So Saturday, the Coyotes play New Jersey, the Devils. I'll be back for that. So in the meantime, I gotta deal with this headache. So stay howling and go YOTES! And thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't like what you saw, hello Quebec. You can hit the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm probably going to have more news on the arena situation as things come out. Be sure to give the Arizona Sports Guy a look, because he's a bit better at this stuff than I am. I'm in my first season. He's been doing it for a while. Plus, he does other sports too, I think. Share it with your friends. Do all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in 2 days.